Heads up, Kansans. Pay close attention to this threat to your property rights. There is a bill that has been introduced by the Committee on Energy, Utilities, and Telecommunications in the Kansas House. The bill was requested by House Majority Whip Nick Hoheisel on behalf of Consumer Energy Alliance and is titled House Bill 2728. If the bill progresses, or pieces of it do, it could fundamentally change who controls land use in your community. Not just energy policy. Local authority. Today we're breaking down what it really does. Right now, counties and cities decide where large industrial energy projects can be built, things like wind farms, solar arrays, battery storage sites, and transmission lines. They set setbacks from homes, noise limits, environmental protections, zoning restrictions, and sometimes temporary pauses while impacts are studied. HB 2728 shifts that power to the state, specifically the Kansas Corporation Commission. The state would create uniform rules across Kansas. Local governments could still write regulations, but only if those rules match the state's standards and don't make projects harder to build. If they do, the state can override them. Here's a practical example. Let's say a county decides turbines must be 3,500 feet from homes because of noise or shadow flicker concerns. But the state standard says 1,000 feet is acceptable. Under HB 2728, the county rule could be declared an undue burden and invalidated. The project moves forward anyway. The same could apply to road use protections, wildlife protections, groundwater protections, decommissioning requirements, density limits. So while local rules technically still exist, they only exist if the state agrees with them. Loss of home rule. Kansas has long allowed communities to govern their own land. This bill shifts final authority to a state agency. Communities closest to the project have less say. Residents may attend hearings, but decisions can be overturned after the fact. Moratorium limits. Counties may not have enough time to study impacts before permits must be decided. One-size-fits-all regulation. Urban edge communities, rural farmland, and sensitive ecosystems could be treated the same under statewide rules. Supporters say the bill prevents patchwork regulations and speeds development. Opponents say it removes the ability of residents to decide what happens next to their homes, farms, and schools. So the core issue isn't wind or solar. It's this question: should a community control its own land, or should the state control it for them? HB 2728 doesn't ban local input, but it does change whether local input can actually stop a project. And for many communities, that's the entire concern.